The Arabian Sea. April 2025, a massive steel fortress cuts through the waves. The USS Carl Vinson, one of America's most powerful aircraft carriers, suddenly the skies light up. Houthi rebels claim direct hits with missiles and drones. On this mighty vessel, news spreads worldwide of a potential catastrophic attack on American naval power. But what really happened is the USS Carl Vinson truly damaged or even destroyed, as some reports suggest? Or is this 100,000-ton nuclear-powered carrier still standing strong, defending American interests in one of the world's most volatile regions? Today, we cut through the propaganda, examine the evidence, and reveal the extraordinary truth about the USS Carl Vinson and the brave men and women who serve aboard her. Introduction. The Middle East. April 2025. Two American aircraft carriers patrol dangerous waters. The USS Harry S. Truman in the Red Sea and the newly deployed USS Carl Vinson in the Arabian Sea. Their mission: protect vital shipping lanes and respond to increasing attacks from Yemen's Houthi rebels. On April 18, 2025. Houthi military spokesman Yahari makes a bold announcement. We have successfully struck both American carriers with cruise missiles and drones. The claim sends shockwaves through international media. If you believe American naval power remains unmatched despite these claims, type strong in the comments below. But what's the real story behind these claims? To understand the truth, we need to examine the evidence, the players involved, and the high-stakes geopolitical chess game unfolding in the region. The USS Carl Vinson isn't just another warship, it's a symbol of American naval power. Named after Georgia Congressman Carl Vinson, the father of the two-ocean Navy, this Nimitz-class supercarrier has projected U.S. strength across the globe since its commissioning in 1982. Stretching nearly 1,100 feet, longer than 3 football fields, with a 4.5-acre flight deck, it can launch and recover over 70 advanced aircraft, including F-35C Lightning IIs, FA-18 Super Hornets, EA-18G Growlers, and E-2D Hawkeyes. Powered by 2 nuclear reactors, the Carl Vinson can sail for over 20 years without refueling and reach speeds over 30 knots. With a crew of around 5,000, it is not just a warship, it's a mobile city and a strategic asset enforcing global maritime security. The Houthi threat. Understanding the adversary. The Houthis, officially known as Ansar Allah, emerged in the 1990s as a Zaidi Shia revivalist movement in Yemen. After the Arab Spring in 2011, they gained power and seized Yemen's capital, Sana'a, by 2014, triggering a prolonged civil war. Backed by Iran with sophisticated weaponry, missiles, drones, and radar systems, the Houthis evolved from a local faction into a regional disruptor. Since November 2023, amidst the Israel-Gaza conflict, they've launched over 100 attacks on merchant vessels in the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden, claiming solidarity with Palestinians. These strikes have sunk ships, killed sailors, and threatened a trade route worth over $1 trillion annually. When President Donald Trump returned to office in January 2025, he faced an immediate crisis. On March 15, 2025, after persistent Houthi attacks, he ordered a significant escalation. Overwhelming lethal force on Houthi targets. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth extended the USS Harry S. Truman's deployment in the region, and the Carl Vinson strike group moved into position. By late April, U.S. forces had conducted over 800 strikes, destroying Houthi infrastructure and killing hundreds, including key leaders. The Houthis responded by targeting U.S. vessels with drones and missiles. Though none hit, they shot down 7 MQ-9 Reaper drones, costing the U.S. over $200 million. On April 18, 2025, Houthi spokesman Yahya Saree claimed coordinated missile and drone attacks on both American carriers. Days later, they repeated the claim, insisting they struck the Carl Vinson, Harry S. Truman, and their escorts. They framed it as retaliation for U.S. aggression and support for Palestinians. Another Reaper drone was allegedly downed. These claims spread rapidly, amplified by sympathetic media and social platforms, creating confusion and fueling speculation about the carrier's status. Despite Houthi assertions, satellite imagery from mid-April 2025 showed the Carl Vinson operating near Socotra Island, visibly intact and conducting normal flight operations. U.S. Navy footage showed Seahawk helicopters hovering over its deck and F-35 and FA-18 jets launching regularly. The carrier continued airstrikes, patrols, and resupply missions, clear signs of operational status. No official reports confirmed damage, and independent tracking services showed uninterrupted movement. Had there been even minor damage, U.S. protocols would require immediate assessment and possible withdrawal, none of which occurred. The Carl Vinson is never alone. It sails within a strike group that includes the guided missile cruiser USS Princeton and destroyers USS Sterett and USS William P. Lawrence. These vessels, equipped with the Aegis combat system, form a shield capable of detecting and neutralizing threats from over 250 miles away. Early warning is provided by E-2D Hawkeyes, while F-35s and Super Hornets intercept incoming threats. Close-in defenses include rolling airframe missiles, ESSMs, and the Phalanx CIWS, an automated 20mm Gatling gun firing 4,500 rounds per minute. This multi-layered system creates an almost impenetrable defense far beyond what the Houthi arsenal can overcome. So why claim an attack that didn't succeed? In asymmetric warfare, perception can be as powerful as reality. By asserting attacks on U.S. carriers, the Houthis boost morale, enhance their image as capable defenders, and generate propaganda for domestic and international audiences. These narratives attract recruits, garner sympathy, and force adversaries to respond, even if only to investigate. In a media-saturated world, the claim alone can shape public perception, regardless of its accuracy. This tactic isn't new. It's a strategic form of psychological warfare used by weaker forces for generations. Behind the steel hull and high-tech systems are 5,000 Americans, most in their early 20s, serving aboard the Carl Vinson. These sailors endure grueling 18-hour days, scorching heat below deck, and months away from loved ones. Flight deck operations are especially dangerous, likened to controlled chaos, with aircraft engines, high-tension cables, and constant motion. Despite the risks, their professionalism and courage define America's naval might. The Carl Vinson is more than a fortress. It's a testament to the dedication and resilience of those who serve aboard her, protecting the principle of freedom of navigation across the globe. The deployment of the USS Carl Vinson to the Middle East is about more than striking back at the Houthis. It's a clear message. With 2 U.S. aircraft carriers now operating in the region, Washington is signaling its enduring commitment to allies and its resolve to adversaries. For Iran, which supports the Houthis and other proxy groups, this show of force comes amid sensitive nuclear negotiations. U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff is in talks with Tehran to reduce uranium enrichment levels from dangerous highs back to safer thresholds. For global markets, the Vinson's presence ensures vital trade routes remain protected. The Red Sea handles over $1 trillion in goods annually. Any disruption affects everything from oil prices to daily consumer goods. For allies like Israel, Saudi Arabia, and other Gulf nations, American naval power is reassuring. And for the world, the Carl Vinson proves the U.S. won't be intimidated by drone attacks or propaganda. It's not just a warship, it's a statement. But this mission comes at a price. U.S. lawmakers, including Senators Van Hollen, Warren, and Kenney, have raised alarms over civilian casualties, particularly an alleged strike near Yemen's Ras Isa fuel terminal that may have killed over 70 civilians. They've questioned whether ethical obligations are being upheld. The Pentagon insists minimizing civilian harm is both morally right and strategically essential. Then there's the financial burden. Reaper drone losses alone have cost $200 million. Maintaining 2 carrier groups is a massive logistical challenge, costing millions per day and putting stress on sailors and equipment. The Navy has traditionally resisted dual carrier deployments in the region due to these pressures. This debate reveals the tough balance between immediate security needs and long-term moral, strategic, and fiscal responsibility. As of April 2025, the conflict shows no sign of slowing. Defense Secretary Hegseth is considering extending the USS Harry S. Truman's mission, meaning both carriers could stay in the region for months. The Houthis continue attacking ships and U.S. assets, and their ability to shoot down Reaper drones points to growing capabilities, likely supported by Iran. President Trump remains firm. Overwhelming force will be used until the attacks stop. For the Carl Vinson, that means continued high-threat operations, launching strikes, defending itself, and acting as a visible pillar of American resolve. Despite repeated claims from Houthi media, the ship remains undeterred and operational. The Carl Vinson tells a broader story about modern warfare and America's naval dominance. Its defenses have held against asymmetric threats, and its presence ensures freedom of navigation in contested waters. But the real battlefield now includes perception. Even false claims can sway global opinion. That's why maintaining credibility and presence is more vital than ever. American aircraft carriers are more than just war machines. They're floating proof of commitment to global security, prosperity, and the rules-based international order. In a world where non-state actors use propaganda as much as weapons, the Carl Vinson remains a steadfast symbol of American strength, discipline, and purpose. If you found this breakdown of U.S. naval strategy and power projection insightful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into military technology, global conflicts, and geopolitics. Thank you for watching.